Yeah, namaskar to all. Today we have reached the second day of our FDP, AICT Auto FDP. As our today's guest, invited speaker, Professor Dr. Vijay Bhaskar Senmal, joined with us. So without wasting our time, as you are ready to maintain the discipline. So without wasting the time, already as our today's speaker joined with us. So without wasting time, I am going to start with a brief intro of our Dr. Vijay Bhaskar Senwal sir. Professor Vijay Bhaskar Sharma is working currently as an assistant professor in CAC department at NIT Bhopal since February 2019. Before joining into NIT Bhopal, he was working at NIT Rourkela, and he has also worked with IIT Dhanbad as assistant professor during 2016 to 2018, and he also worked as assistant professor in at NIT Jamshedpur, and he earned his PhD degree in robotics from IIT Allahabad in 2017 and MTech in IT from IIT Allahabad in 2010 and BTech from College of Engineering Roorkee in 2008. He, he has published more than 20 SCI research papers. He has received early career research award by DST SCRB under Government of India. His research areas are algorithm perspective of machine learning, artificial intelligence, and bipedal robotics. He has already delivered more than 35 expert talks in various reputed institutes across India and related to machine learning, natural language processing, and bipedal work. And today we are going to listen from him a topic on data-driven computational working model for bipedal robot. Over to Dr. Vijay Bhaskar Sharma sir. Namaste sir.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for a nice introduction.
Thank
So
you.
I will correct, sir. Actually, the topic of the talk was given to me. That is Introduction to Natural Language Processing.
Oh, extremely sorry for
Yes, yes,
it.
sir. Okay, sir. So anyway, sir. So I'm sharing my screen. Okay.
Yeah, please, over to you.
I request to participant if they have any doubt in any moment of points, they can ask. After that, they will this after my lecture, sir will discuss about CNN and other model. But this talk will be very preliminary and basics of NLP, how you can design the natural language processing, and especially for text processing. So generally, NLP is always having two domain. One is speech processing, another is text processing. But my talk will be a bit very basics on the text processing component of text processing. So I will try to cover these things, how it is related to data science, data NLP, text processing. We'll see also some code also. Python, I will see that how to implement, how to tokenize, and all sort of things. So let us come on NLP, natural language processing. It's a branch of artificial intelligence. It's a part of artificial intelligence. And now time, the area is evolving very important. Like you can say that now robot is looking to communicate with each other. Gesture is also one way of communication, similar to speech or similar to text. These are the way how we can communicate to each other. So in this talk, I will focus on the text processing. Okay. The moment I'm talking about natural language processing, it is quite different from any programming language. Okay. The natural language processing has diverse set. It has huge amount of vocabulary. The dictionary size will be huge. And second thing, the way we are communicating with each other, it used to interpret the same thing. It is enabling the human-robot interaction and human-machine interaction. So we are able to communicate with the machine or robot. The way we used to speak, it used to accept same language. It is not like that. If you are committing some mistake also, then also we used to interpret correctly. So in NLP, this is quite possible. In programming language, if you see that if you have syntax error, you will not able to execute the code. But in NLP, this is not a case. There are different tools. We'll see NLTK of sklearn software. We'll see that the Python library of NLTK for processing of this one. So when computer will able to perform the very similar task of like human being, and it able to understand that a command given by human being when computer can do, then we'll see that it is natural language enable things. So if you'll go for introduction course where we are applying, what are the areas? So you have seen that different application, different mobile phone. If you see that this diagram, that is Google Assistant, and I think that everyone is familiar of Google Assistant. Okay, you are just speaking something, it is converting your speech into the text and then replying back. Okay, then you can see that Siri also, iPhone, they have their own application similar to Google Assistant. Amazon have this Google Alexa is there. Google has Nexa platform. So all sort of other device are like intelligent device, which is enabled with the natural language processing. And it is not that much easy to learn the natural language processing by the device, is not that much. Here I will try to highlight these complexity what are associated with when you are talking about natural language processing. Okay. So these are the name: Google Assistant, Siri for iPhone, Alexa was Amazon, and these which are enable or interpret your language which you have spoken naturally, and it used to reply also. Okay. So let us see some standard definition of NLPs. What are they? So branch of AI, that is okay. So some scientists have referred it as natural language processing or science is the field. It's interdisciplinary fields which involve computer science, artificial intelligence, and the computational linguistic. That means the people which are expert of language, whether it is Bangla, Odia, or Assamese, or any other Hindi, English, different kind of language. So people are expert of these particular domains. So computational linguistic concern with the interaction between computer. So to enable the interaction between computer and human being, these people, these scientists, computer scientists, artificial intelligence scientists, or computational linguistic experts are working closely to find and to make the route so that this can be possible. Second, the process of computer takes, they can understand computer with the text and the speech. Okay, we used to provide an input in natural language, human language, and convert input into the useful form of repository, whatever is required, whether speech to text or text to speech, whatever. The goal of NLP is to get the computer to perform tasks very similar to involve human learning, like enabling human-machine communication, improving human-to-human communication. So these are some sort of definition is there. You can refer these video lectures by the Daniel Jurajsky. Okay. Now, directly I'm coming on the text processing, and the basic unit of any speech or text is, if you're considering the text, is your word or sentence. Sentence is the combination of word. Word is the form of the characters. Then you are making the text, and then you are applying for various application domains. Okay. So let us understand the difference between programming language and natural language processing. So if you see that programming language, this syntax is written. If this condition is holding, if x is greater than 0, like this, it is given. So just I'm giving for example, I'm not writing anything. If your condition is there, then you are executing this one, else second portion, or after that, the else condition will, if condition will finish. What is happening, you see that different language, Pascal, Ada, C, Python, Java, MATLAB, they have the different sort of their syntax. They have its own keywords, and keywords are limited. It is not infinite kind of keywords which we have in natural language, like in Twitter nowadays. What is famous? Retweet, unfriendly. These are not English words, but now these are adapted, and this is also mentioned in our dictionary. So each time new keywords are keep coming. That is the challenge with the natural language compared to the programming language. Programming language, you have fixed set of code. If any syntax error is there, you will not able to execute the code at all. But in natural language, even though syntax error is there, still I will try to infer or interpret the things so that we can communicate. Okay. So it is written, code will only compile if it is 100% free of spelling and the synthetic errors. Okay, if there is no synthetic error and it is correct, and the keywords are also very limited. So it is quite different from human language, which we call natural language. The natural language is large, diverse vocabularies and words are there with several different meanings. Some words can have different meaning. If you consider orange, orange color, orange cap, then it is color. If I'm saying orange, it is just fruits. Apple, if I'm referring, apple is the organization as well as apple is the fruits. It depends on in which context we are speaking, what is the semantic representation of this one. That is there. So many ambiguities there. And whenever there is ambiguity, computer will get failed. You know that formal automata, if you heard about formal automata, finite state machine, Turing machine, push down automata, limited bounded automata, then some language which cannot solve by the computer. The highest level of computer available is Turing machine. So if we can achieve at this one, so we'll say that that is solvable problem. Otherwise, it is unsolvable problem. Okay, so these are the different models to accept the program or task which computer can do. Okay. So application area, to motivate you, the various application areas of NLP is mentioned here. Sentiment analysis is there. Statistical machine learning, that is quite interesting domain in which we used to see monolingual machine translation, multilingual machine translation, these kind of things. Topic modeling, where we have to decide the topic to particular text or paragraph. Text generation, from future text we have to generate from previous text. Information extraction, the useful information from the given huge chunk of text. Machine translation, to convert from one language, Hindi to English, English to Hindi, Hindi to Arabic, and like this. Text summarization, spelling correction, rephrase of sentence. When you are many times you have received the review comments, rephrase your title, rephrase the words, rephrase keywords. This kind of things is there. And then the last is important application is text and document classification. Later on, document is the combination of text. So if you see that some text are written, okay, and the manager, company manager is looking the opinion of people. What is their opinion about my product or my site or anything? Okay, so they have written that very pleasant at Darbhanga College of Engineering or either GIT, Gunpur, which weather, very pleasant weather. So how we are deciding what is your sentiment, whether it is positive, negative, which category of text is there, whether it is climate related, text related, geographical related, demographical. I love your car very much. What are the new arrivals in it? So you should see that the first text is a very pleasant weather. So obviously the keywords which I'm using, that is very pleasant. Rest weather is also happy, but at, these are stop words. Okay, stop words which are more frequently coming, these are stop words, and these are not carrying any meaning to decide sentiment. At very pleasantly deciding this is positive sentiment. I love your car very much, very much. So what is happening, many times you are getting single word love, many times you are getting pair of words. You can get the trigram like thank you, bag of words. Okay, bag of words also the trigram. Along bag of word is different thing and combination is. So this is again positive sentiment. What are the new arrival at your store? That is like, it could be neutral also. If I'm not satisfied with the product right now available, I will be looking for new one. Or either I'm very happy with this one, then I'm, so that's why I can say here positive. This is dull color, the keyword dull is representing. This is your stop word. You can remove these stop words. Dull. So you have a list of stop words available of Hindi and English in NLTK, which you can directly use. Okay. So based on this, we are deciding the sentiment of text by seeing the keywords. Keyword is not highly frequent word, but they are occurring or almost significant amount of time. Stop words are appearing most, and stop words you have to remove. Otherwise, it will not give you any meaning of things. Okay. Is, the, and, a, all are stop words which are high frequency word. So high frequency word you have to remove from there because these are not carrying. You have to keep medium frequency words, which is the keywords. Another topic, which category of text is this one? Like very pleasant weather at NIT Bhopal. So it is related to nature and environments or location. I love your car very much. It is costly. So it is somewhat related to monetary or money. Okay, somewhat color. I'm talking about this is dull color vehicles. So car. So it is coming in the category of vehicles. Okay. Another interesting application of NLP is the text generation, in which I try to generate or reconstruct the text, the code, or suppose the company has to write a quotation. Okay, so they have some sort of already data set available of the course. Life is full of risk. Life is wonderful journey. After sunset, there is sunrise. Never lose the hope. Do what? So can I make the mixture of this one? So like never lose the journey. There is sunrise after sunset. So what is this? This is the combination of this one. So never lose the hope. Never lose the hope or never lose the journey. So by jumbling or making some meaningful things, and word is always meaningful word. It is not that bogus word. It should be matched with your dictionary. Then only it is going to be processed. The very popular or famous natural language processing era is statistical machine learning era, in which what is happening, you are assigning the probability. Like suppose I'm writing, I'm going, yeah, I'm fine, I'm going. So I need to predict the next sequence. Suppose I have already seen I'm, what could be my next sentence? Going or fine. Both are possible, both are correct, but which having highest probability? Suppose fine, I'm getting 0.9% or going only coming 0.1%. So in this case, I will assign the probability that the sentence, whatever I'm writing, wherever ambiguity is, that let us judge based on the probability. I will see that the data set available with me, how frequently the going or fine is coming after I am. If that particular word is coming, so I will relate that this is the relative. This is where you can assign the probability. Other things, when you are converting, I am fine. In Hindi, I can write मैं ठीक हूँ, ठीक है? मैं ठीक हूँ, or some other word कह सकते हैं आप ठीक हो. Both are same, but I need to check what is the translation of I for getting मैं or I for getting up. That is important. So whatever is having high frequency, that is the translation. When you have typo errors, typo mistake, that time this kind of probability help us to remove these typo mistakes. Okay. So there is two kind of corpus. Corpus is dictionary. I mean, list of vocabularies available inside this one. So multilingual corpus, where you have mixture of the languages, Hindi, English. Monolingual, when you have single kind of sentence is there, that is considered monolingual translation. So first is that multilingual, you have translation. Like if you're writing fine, what is the probability getting T is here, and there is monolingual. Before this, I would like to discuss one small discussion here. Unigram, bigram. So I told that very pleasant, we are very happy. So along happy is sufficient positive keyword, but very pleasant is very happy is the more emphasizing about positive sentiment. So tag of one. It is the combination of three words. So we call unigram. So there is unigram model, there is bigram model, there is diagram model, and there is n-gram model. It depends on how many words you are collectively combining together at particular instance of times to predict the sentiment or to make the meaningful conclusion. Okay. So statistical machine translation, as I written here, n-gram model, that means I can have dependency with the n number of sentences. I told that the computer which I placed on the top floor, it is crashed. So the crash word is related to computer. It has long term of sentence dependency. Okay. So you have unigram, you have bigram, you have trigram model depend on the applicability of the words. The application area where I'm applying this statistical machine translation is machine translation. Like आज बहुत तेज तूफान आने वाला है तो large wind tonight or high wind tonight, which one is more? So generally you see that, you will see that my dictionary or vocabulary which are already people have used, most of the time high wind tonight is more popular compared to the large wind tonight, so it has higher probability. Another is spell correction. T copies is about to 10 minutes from here. So that what is this T? There is type error K. It could be the office is this one and then it's one. So I will see that which is most properly coming in the pair, the office or then office. So most of the time we know that the office is more correct. So it is correctly, spelling has been correct, typo has been removed. Another popular thing is that speech recognition. In speech recognition, many times different due to accent problem, we are unable to interpret what others are speaking. So I saw a man, so I is represented by EY, eyes away of it. So that is wrong interpretation. Again, I will see that what more frequently using in my training purpose. Based on this one, I will easily able to decide this. Summarization, question, answer, these are very challenging area of research, which is currently ruling. Another interesting application is dialogue system. Maybe you have seen the iCall chatbot of the ICICI Bank individual call to customer care. Tell me my account number. I was just communicating with the chatbot. What happened? They told that account number we can not share, but customer care they have directly applied. We don't need to press 1, 2, 3 like this, which already we used to do. Directly by this chatbot, you will speak, connect to me customer care. It will directly connect to customer care. Such a handy and useful application of dialogue systems. Okay, iPod chat. Then this area is very much mature area of research, that is text classification. And nowadays you can see that Gmail is automatically doing, and they have category like primary, social, based on the keywords. After removing the stoppers, they are left with the keywords, and which is helping me to find deciding me to find the category of the text. So here I'm trying to discuss just application area. Now, if you have search in the Google, it is just not you are browsing something, it is answering also your question. What is the capital of Madhya? Even I have not written Madhya Pradesh completely. It has searched, it is Bhopal, and nearby area it has written like Madhya Pradesh, Indore, Jabalpur, Delhi, Gwalior, Agar, Ujjain. Like this, it has written. So it is just not beyond just searching the text, it is giving some context beyond this text. Apart from that, it is just not that it is just following some question answer kind of things or some reply it is giving. It is also following the instructions. Set the alarm at morning 5. Google Alexa, can you set the alarm? So it will automatically accept this command. Okay, set the alarm. How many teaspoons are in the tablespoon? So it will search from the internet and it will answer you. So it is just NLP is not enabling you to answer searching query, topic modeling, text answer. It is also helping you to understand the command of which machine can do. Okay. The most aspiring or beautiful application which I've seen that is your digital computer application. Okay, more on natural language things. So like what is happening, what can I do help you? I'm just writing, or I return that call to my wife. So what happened immediately, it has linked entity and it has my wife name and it connect to my wife Neha. So what is happening here, just not it is searching the text, it is linking also. This is called entity linking. Who is my wife? It has seen that, and it has even searched also the Aadhaar card. So my voice command. Call to my wife, I told. It has associated my wife with the Neha. And then it has written the text. Okay, so that how we are going to link the entity also in nature language. So that is quite optimistic results which we are achieving in this domain. And if you have any question, any moment of time, you can ask in the chat box, as well as you can query to me, you can interrupt me. Okay, language comparison, I'm not coming here. Information extraction is another interesting area. So suppose I was scheduling the meeting, I was typing the mail, and my TA has typed the mail to committee to JRF extension meeting on such and such date. So what it has? It has selected some keywords and designed the module which is based on the information provided here, and it has summarized everything. The event name is JRF, date is this one, starting time is one, ending time is one, the location is TA10. So it has summarized the information. It has summarized the information available in the bit. So information extraction is the very emerging area of fields, where you can see nowadays Gmail automatically giving auto answer also. Whatever you're writing, it is reading your syntax and trying to answer the syntax also. Okay, it also enabling this kind of information extraction. It is creating a calendar for you. Okay, the important task which we have already seen, that machine translation, convert one language into another language, translate. So translation you can do by word or entire sentence at a time, at a stretch. You can convert from one language to another language. Now the challenge will come with the different language. Different language has different formatting. So the goal of machine translation is to automatically translate a document from one language to another. As you can see that there is Japanese text written, it has converted in English, and the meaning of this one is this is only a matter of time. So I cannot read Japanese by machine translation. I can get the meaning of this text. Okay. The question is coming, how it is translating, that we'll see later on, but it is converting either sentence by sentence. It is suggesting, like you can see that in Hindi, दुनिया बढ़ गई फासलों का क्या सदियां लग गई. So here they are writing fastlom in farmland code. That is wrong. So the wrong translation is happening. Okay. So one by one you can do. You have multiple options. Okay. So you can convert the things. The challenge will come here. How will find the world boundary? When one word is finishing, how will find that decision boundary? Because in English and Hindi we have spaces, punctuation, question mark, dot, comma, semicolon, spaces, white space. But some language like Japanese do not use any space at all. They used to write entire text together only. Then the question is coming, how will find what is the length of my text? How will find the decision boundary? That is very difficult. It is happening. Many places people are writing the compound sentences where you have long sentences together. That also I will discuss. Another fantastic area of research is information extraction with sentimental analysis. So first, suppose this is camera is given. I'm searching on the net. Search me a handy camera. So Google will search. It will give these results here to me. Okay, so some Sony mobile, Nikon mobile, microphone, Micromax mobile, all sort of description it has given. Now I need to categorize based on certain information. I require only these attributes: zooming quality, affordability, size and weight, and place and easy to use. And based on this one, I need to decide my product or camera quality. Okay. So what I've done, from that given text of Google, which I have researched, I have collected only these attributes and reach on the conclusion like size and weight. Based on size and weight, I can tell this is compact to carry and it is nice also. Since the camera is small and light, I will not need to carry around these heavy, bulky boxes. So these are the some sentiment I have written. Now I would like to you people answer that which kind of sentiment are there? They are positive sentiment or negative sentiment? Nice and compact to carry. This is positive sentiment. Since the camera is small and light, I will not need to carry around these heavy bulky. This is also positive. Third is the camera filmacy and is plastic, very light in weight. You have to be very delicate in handling of this camera. So this is a negative comment. Okay. So from here you have seen that we have extracted the information from given text and then we have predicted the sentiment. That is what we have done here. So how combining information extraction with sentiment analysis is happening, that is explained here nicely with this one. Okay. Machine translation full and automatic, that is okay. Now this is very important diagram about language technology. So three pillars are there: green color, yellow color, and orange color. Green color is reflecting that these areas are mature area, already many problem has solved. Yellow area is telling these are the challenging problem. We have good achievement, but still we need to go far ahead. Progress is required. And then this orange color is showing that this is quite difficult to do. So if you see that spam detection, you are well aware that Gmail used to do it very nicely with the great accuracy Google used to do. So nothing to be worried. Okay. Part of systagging. So as I was referring that there is always confusion in the sentence. Like I am working in Apple. What is this Apple? Apple is organizing. Yeah. This is called entity linking. When you are categorizing particular word into the category, that is the entity. But when I need to decide what is I, pronoun, am, helping verb, work is verb. So that time it is part of systagging. In the English we have 8 part of systagging, but in natural language we have more part of systagging. So colorless green idea slave furiously. इसका कहने का मतलब है colorless. ये colorless is adjective, noun, verb, and adverbs. Okay, you can have name entity. Einstein met with the UN office in the Princess. So here Einstein is the person, UN is the organizer. So this is quite good progress already done. People has done enough work in this domain. The area which is open for research, and these are the gray area, that is like sentiment analysis. In sentiment only I told, despite having lot of challenge, we have many more success. We have to decide positive and negative based on the keywords available with us. So best roasted chicken in San Francisco. So best meaning is telling me this is positive sentiment. Another is very important one is co-reference resolution. Here I need to see that my association, like this, the Carter told Mubaraka he should not run again. So the he is whether related to Carter or Mubaraka, that dependency I need to find, that is called co-reference, where he could refer with the Carter and the Mubaraka, but I need to decide that what it is to which person, that is your co-reference resolution. What a sense disambiguation already I told. The mouse could be rat and mouse could be computer mouse. So I need new battery mouse. The moment you have read about the battery, you got the mouse. Parsing is another challenging area in which you have ambiguity within the sentence when some words have multiple meaning, or you have to construct the unique parsing. Whenever you have two different parsing, then it is ambiguous. then it is ambiguous. Like I can take a Carter told Mubarak he should not run again. So let us write. If I will construct, so I can have noun, which is Carter, okay, and Mubaraka. So I can have two different kind of syntax tree. If you have two syntax tree for same sentence, then there is ambiguity. You cannot deal with ambiguity. That is the problem, and that is the challenge. Now I will start discussing the challenge associated with the NLP. So far, I have given you the only the benefits and the fascinating area of the research. That's why people can adopt this one. But now we'll go for some challenging area. Another is machine translation. When you are converting one language to another, you are finding many times you are using different language word. We are using English, in which we have Hindi, English text combining English writing in Hindi. And second thing that you can use emoji, different kind of similar symbol. So you can use image also. These things are making it difficult. Okay, like the 30th Shanghai Internship. So how 30th can represent, that is important. This area also is still evolving. You can go. Then another is information extraction, where you have to extract the relevant information from the given text. Okay. So these areas we have good achievements, but still we have to work hard. Another is still very hard, which is question answering, because same question has multiple answers. That's why it is very difficult area of research. Paraphrasing, two sentences carrying the same meaning, that is paraphrasing. Summarization, which information is doing, and dialogue, when person is communicating with the robot and robot is replying. So from this course or workshop, what we'll learn here, I will start now text segmentation. So I will divide into the entire text into small piece of tokens or word. Okay, then I will remove the stop words. After that, we'll apply part of this tagging. We'll try to avoid the word sensitive segmentation and this. So in this case, you will understand text summarization, part of this tagging, name entity extraction to avoid the ambiguity, event and concept. Finally, we'll prepare our relational database management system. So now we will see the code also. So sentiment analysis input is given, some review is given, and you have to say positive. So that restaurant having good service, the food quality was excellent. So you see that excellent, good, these are the positive words. So it is positive sentiment. Badrinath is one of the most popular place and religious holy town of the Hindus located at the Chamoli. So you see that people has belief and very good inclination toward the God, and they are appreciating the location. So it is also positive. The theater was very dirty, no good seat available for sitting, very poor skin of the this one. This is obviously I'm using very dirty. So this is bigram model. No good seats. This is diagram model. Very poor bigram model. So based on this one, I can decide that I'm getting more negative words, so it is negative sentiment. So now the question is coming, what is text? Text is sequence of words, while you can form by the character, number, or things. Okay. Now the question is coming, how to find the boundary of word, which I was discussing. The English word used to separate by the space of punctuation of any other character. So like input is given, Ram, Sam and Nachiketa are a good word. So if we'll divide based on the punctuation, so what is happening, Ram is 1, another is Syam, Nachiketa, and total token are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tokens. Same token may require again and again. So if and is appearing again and again, so and is should be referred as single token. In German, there are compound words, like there is no specific, like Syam Charan Shukla provides and so on. Syam Charan Shukla is coming together. How will find the boundary? Okay. In Japanese, there is no at all at spaces you can fly without car. So these kind of challenges are associated to find the boundary. So there is techniques by which you can divide the particular sentence into a small token. That is called, the process name is tokenization. Okay, tokenization is the process to convert the input text into small piece of token for semantic processing. First, we have syntactic things, meanings, and then semantic processing. So first one is the white space tokenization that is available with this package, NLTK.tokenize this one. So the input is given, this is Nachiketa's car seems nice. So output should be, this is Nachiketa's car does not seem like a small car. What is happening here? Car with comma, here car with question. Because this is punctuation based. So it will not take care of question marks of this one. It will consider this car as two tokens. One is car with comma, another. That is mistake we have done. White space tokenization. I will show how to do. Another is punctuation based tokenization. So what happened? It is Nachiketa, apostrophe S was together with Nachiketa. It has split it also. Punctuation, it has concept comma, apostrophe, and does not. So it is again meaningless. Then the very good rule-based tokenization system is tree bank-based tokenization, and it has divided into, this is apostrophe S together and not together, so that we can have proper token, and the car is same token. Okay, so let us see that how to do tokenization with using this one. Then we'll go for text normalization, white space tokenization, one punctuation based tokenization, and tree bank based tokenization. Okay, let us see the code. So you can go in the Google Colab. Okay, new tab you can use. Here I want to add a small code already I solved. So I will add my text here by clicking on text. Okay, so this is, you can compile here. This is Google Colab provided by the Google that I'm going to do here. Okay, so now let us see that. See how you can divide the things like this. So first I need to import NLTK. That is the library by which you can get all sort of tokenization kind of thing. NLTK is there, Natural Language Toolkit library. Okay. Then, as I discussed about, I will use this tokenizer, white space tokenizer. This is available with NLTK. So I need to import first. So from NLTK dot tokenizer, tokenize. I'm importing. One is white space based tokenizer. White space tokenizer is here. Now let us take one paragraph or something which is written here. This is Nachiketa's car does not seem like this. It has apostrophe S as well as not, also apostrophe not. So what I will do, I have imported this one in LTK. From an LTK tokenizer, I have import white space tokenizer. Now I need to create the object of this tokenizer so that I can tokenize. So what I will do, I have created the TK equal to reference for this tokenizer object. I have created white space tokenizer, and let me see that output what it is doing. What TK dot tokenize, and my input is this paragraph. Let us see the output. So I'm not printed anything. I will print the text also. What is out value? And second, that what is the length? I need to count how many token my different things. So alien length function is there in which you can pass out. Now let us see. So it has tokenized this one, and there is 9 token. The length of this one is 9. This is Nachiketa's cardinal. What is happening? One token is this is Nachiketa's. It is together, so perfect. Car with comma is one token and car with question. So car is same token, but car has split into two tokens due to this punctuation. Okay, that is problem with the white space tokenizer, in which I am just considering the white spaces. Okay, that is problem with white space tokenizer. Let us see another category of tokenizer. And what is that category of tokenizer? That is your world punctuation based tokenizer, tokenizer, in which it will try to segregate the world using the punctuation and will try to understand what it is doing. So you can directly comma here, or you can again call from NLTK dot tokenize. Okay, import world punc tokenize. World tokenization. Okay, this is different. It should come. Maybe I'm writing something wrong. World tokenizer. It is correct one. Okay. Now again you have to create the reference of this object. I'm creating this reference of this object by tk1, okay, and passing same signal tk1 dot tokenize. Like this, given again same paragraph as input. Try to store somewhere that is I can reutilize same concept, same tk also you can utilize same variable. So that is already print, and try to print output again and see the difference. World punctuation based tokenizer is doing. Again you compile. This is the interpreter. So you see that earlier token was 9, now we have 15 token. White space is just giving 9. Now here Nachiketa, apostrophe, and S are 3 different entities. That is the problem with this tokenizer, word punctuation based tokenizer. It does not care about apostrophe S or apostrophe not. Okay, so that is also not problem. Those here I was trying to address the problem of car with comma and car. Car has considered a single token. The last is tree bank based tokenizer. You can call it is here. I have imported. Again, same setup code I will execute. I'll create the object. Only thing that this will be changed. I need to create the object of this one, and let us see that how difference is there. Now we have 15, 13, and 9, 3 different list of tokens with this one with the different tokenizer. But you can see the apostrophe S and apostrophe N is together in tree bank tokenizer, which is actually working based on the rule based system. Punctuation based tokenizer using punctuation to find the boundary. So, but the problem is that apostrophe S and does not is separate. Then another is white space tokenizer, which is again problem. Same keywords with the question mark is becoming one keyword, and question mark with the comma is becoming. So this is what we can easily do in this case. Other things, let us go length already we have learned. Now let us see that how we can divide into small token. This also we can see. The paragraph is there, and there is by default token activities inbuilt with the NLTK. So before tokenizing, there is by default tokenization is NLTK.set tokenizer. It is there. Paragraph you have passed, you have converted sentence. So let us see that what sentence it has created. What is writing here? Paragraphs. Okay, paragraph. So paragraph I am writing here. Paragraph. So item writing here, and then based on this one, I am calculating the sentence. Again, it is giving some error. We have not downloaded these packages. You can download this. Import NLTK and NLTK dot punctuation. This is the punctuation based tokenizer. Okay, which already I implemented, but you can import this one, download. Now it will work. And again, sentence is wrong. How many sentence it has generated? Let us see. So it is again working on the syntax box tokenizer. Okay, let us see that. So it has only single sentence. Okay, to find the sentence, like what I need to do, I need to put dot, period. Okay, he is a good boy. He is a good boy. Period. Ram is good. So you have 3 sentences. Now it is okay. You can easily print the text. Okay, so better you directly print whatever is coming, you can directly print. So there is Nachiketa's car does not seem like one car. This is first sentence. Second is he is good boy. Third. So based on period, it has decided. Period is only the criteria by which you have decided. This is the ending of particular sentence, particular period. This is finding of this one. Okay. So set tokenizer is divided into small paragraphs. Okay. Then you can apply the tokenization. So any doubt, any question so far, if you have? So if they have any question, you can ask also, then I will move further. So far I was just demonstrating how you can solve this tokenization. Now one more portion is which is required to demonstration is that normalization. This is considered stemming and lemmatization. Stemming and lemmatization is the process to find the root word from the given sentence. So it is happening that to avoid the many words which is occurring frequently, like boy and boys. One is singular, another is plural. So both having same sentence. Okay, both are having root is same boy. Similarly, apostrophe s, plural, singular, all sort of things we have to discuss. So getting the root word of different token for the text processing, like wolf and wolves. One is singular, another is plural. So I'm trying to get wolf is the root word. Talks and talk. Nachiketa and apostrophe. So why we are trying to find the root word? So that we'll have less ambiguity, more words you can cut. Stemming is the process to remove or replace the suffix to give the root word from the given word is called stemming. Usually refer the heuristic to chop out suffixes, processes reducing the input of words in the their words. The problem is stemming that it used to reduce and it used to give you any non-standard English word also. Suppose you have world history and historical. You have all these two. So both two words is given history, HISTRI, which is not English word. But in case of lemmatization, it used to search in dictionary and only used to return the English word which is available in English dictionary. That is what difference between stemming and lemmatization. That's why lemmatization is slow. But the challenge with lemmatization, it does not give the root word of all the words which is not available in English dictionary, but stemming can give you. So a process to remove or replace the suffix to give the root word from the given word is called stemming. Usually refer the heuristic to chop out suffixes. So for this we'll use Porter stemmer, and I will show the code also how we can use NLTK stem.porter stemmer. So generally 5 phase of word reduction applied sequentially. That is how Porter stemmer has implemented. First phase is that, like, if any apostrophe s, es is given, yes, so just convert into single word. Okay, just remove es. Double s will keep like cares, you are taking dogs, you are converting dog. Ponies, pony. Careres, care. Okay. Another thing is that plural to singular, feet, wolf and wolf. And this is not English word. This is wrong thing, which it is done. It is wrong. This is not English word. WLF is correct. Talk to dog, dogs. History and historical, they have this is also wrong. Okay, so many times we are referring good, better, best in my text, and all three are positive sentiments. Let us get the root of all three and increase the frequency of occurrence of words in the particular. Lemmatization. So for this we have to explore the WorldNet based database, WorldNet Lemmatization. So let us see that if code will be available with me. The only takeaway here, lesson, we need to apply both lemmatization and stemming based on their application. It is not that only you will apply lemmatization, will not apply the stemming. So you can see here. So I will show how you can apply Porter stemmer. Okay, so I'm again considering import NLTK. This is punctuation based tokenizer. Stop word also I need to print. The sentences, this is Nachiketa's car, does not seem like it. So I will take the big sentence. If big sentence is given, this you can take the text. Independence Day is celebrated annually on the 15th August as international holiday. This is taken text from the APJ Abdul Kalam book. Okay, and I need to apply the stemmer also. Okay. So what we have done, there is text is given. I've imported what? Porter stemmer. So you can do where we are getting Porter stemmer inside. NLTK.stem. Porter stemmer is there. So what you will do, from NLTK.stem, we are importing Porter stemmer. From NLTK to CoverPlus, we are importing stoppers. You have done just sentence, NLTK tokenizer, paragraphs. You have to add into small paragraph, finding the length, and then you are applying the Porter stemmer on this one, and you have lemmatized the things. So then I am seeing that how many token it has done and what it has done. If you see that you are just passing through, you have created the object of this Porter stemmer, lemmatizer, and each word you are reading, and just you are applying lemmatization.stem of word. So what happened if you see that Independence Day is celebrated in the history annually. So what it become, history is becoming HISTORY, story. That is the wrong thing which happened. It has removed stop word also. You can see the list of stop words also in English. You can print what are the list of stop words, print. But I will share, so nothing to be worried. You can see the list of English, I, me, my, myself, we, our, these are the ones. But you have changes you have seen the changes. History is converted into HRS. That is wrong conversion. Now I am going for another thing in which I will use lemmatization. For this I need to import WorldNet based lemmatizer. So same thing what I will do. Already I have lemmatizer here. WorldNet. You just create the reference here. Now instead of Porter stemmer, you are creating the object of lemmatizer, WorldNet, and you have to change here also lemmatization. This function you will apply, it will convert into clear lemmatization dot lemmatize. So now instead of doing streaming, now I'm doing lemmatize. And let us see that now history is changed to history or not. What it is telling, argument word, here it is. This is not word, this is words. Lemmatize, it is in lemmatizer dot lemmatizing word from this. Something I copied from here. Okay. Let us run some program for below. Paragraph I'm copying something here. So I made some mistake somewhere that I will correct. Okay, argument join I'm missing. Sentence. Okay, what is happening? I made some mistake here. Article is coming. Okay, anyway, I will see the code. You can check the code also. Something I'm copying here. Now you see that this time I use lemmatizer and it has given history. Okay, history instead of history, HOI wrong, it is given correct. Okay, so let us move forward. So that is what normalization is process. Now unigram, bigram, trigram, program model. So many times it is requirement like thank and you are different is different meaning and thank is together is there. Please turn your camera bag of words. All three are coming with the three pairs, so we have to keep in the pairs. So if you are making the one length token, then it is unigram model, to be or not to be. Bigram model, you are keeping two pair of text. So this is bigram model. Trigram model, you can keep three words together. So why trigram or n-gram model is required? Because you have a long-term dependency on the sentence, like the computer which I have put on the machine room in the fifth row crash. So crash is related to this. So you have a long-term of dependency of. These are the stop words which I categorize here for Hindi and English. These are the much frequent word which is coming here, and these are less significant word for deciding the sentiment and analytics. Okay. Now a little bit I'm coming on the last concept. What is bag of words? So it's like jumbling all the word in the bag, and the bag word order is not going to matter till you will not keep bigram and trigram model. If you'll see that code is here somewhere, I was writing this is, you see that what is happening by using this TF-ID vectorization, term frequency vectorization. I can take, you require bigram model, you require unigram and bigram, you require only unigram model, you have to pass 1 1, we are applying unigram. So whatever sentence is given, it will divide into only unigram. Did not, good movie, not a good movie, did not, so it has removed stoppers. You require only bigram, you will put 2 and 2. It will give the frequency of occurrence of particular. So did not good, not good. You can go for trigram also, 3 and 3. It will make pair of 3 and 3. If it is any pair possible, it will do did not like, not good like. Okay, you can go for 1 gram, bigram, 2 gram, and 3 gram. You can have number of features is increasing. So these features you can give the input for your neural network or any deep learning model for further processing. So the bag of words, try to create the bag in which you have all sort of words. And when we are creating the bag of words, it is like that, you are going market and you are purchasing something, so you will lose the word ordering. Okay, so what is bag of words? If you want to preserve some ordering, you require bigram, trigram, and n-gram model, then one binary. So now you see that bag of words, it used to count the occurrence of particular token or word in the given text. So we have given good car, not a good car, not like. So how many different words are there? Good car, not a. Good car already covered, and it like. So these are the in first word only good car is coming. So this is one hot encoding. So objective is to find the keywords which is like good, excellent, bad. Okay, car is also keyword, but not, did not are not keywords. When you are preparing bag of words, so you are losing the word order. Okay, so hence bag of words is not going to matter, and you have to normalize also here what is happening. Good and car both having 1 and 1 value, so both semantically having same meaning. So to convert this one, and each word is represented by the vector. Good is represented by 110, car is represented by 110, and not is represented by the vector 011. That is vector like 110. Okay, so now you have converted into the text into the vector which you can provide your input to this one. But the problem is that good and car both are having same significance. No, it should be good has more significance if we are going for to apply sentiment analysis. That is problem with bag of words. So we can count the token in the pair or triple and 4 pair and all. So if you see that single words, you are getting like good, car, not like. So what problem is that you will get too many features. If you have n words, you can get n different one. Remove some n-gram. Remove the n-grams from our feature base to occurrence of frequency. Those who which is occurring very rare. Remove such n-gram from my corpus or dictionary. High frequently n-gram possible like article, preposition, a, the. These things, it is highly frequent n-grams. In this case, I am not just counting, I am just finding whether word is present or not. That's why it is binary bag of words. But when you have real number bag of words, you will have the count of words. That time it is happening. So high frequently n-grams are articles, preposition, a, the, e. They are called stoppers and they will not help us to discriminate the text. Low frequently n-grams are the typo errors. Like suppose wife is represented by Wi-Fi. And 3 or 4 times it is coming, so I cannot consider that this is Wi-Fi. Maybe this is some typo error. So such kind of low frequency token also you have to remove. Then medium frequency n-gram, these are the good n-grams, and these we have to return these n-grams. So how we have constructed the binary bag of words? Binary bag of words is sparse, most of the value is 0. So we are just finding whether a particular word is present or not, and then we are mixing the compare the vector. So now I'm seeing that how we can solve the problem of bag of words, how we can give the input, how we can construct the features. So the first step is that sentence one is he is good boy, she is good girl, boys and girls are good. So what I will do, I will remove the stop words, the words which is preposition, this one have a high frequency. So like what is stop word here? He is a. And after removing it is left only good boy, good girl, boys and girls are good. Okay, C is removed. Now normalization also all we have done. Plural sentence we have converted to singular, apostrophe s, and all sort of things we have removed. Now I'm preparing my bag of words. So I'm seeing that what are the distinct keywords? Good, boy and girls. So I will see the frequency 3, 2, 1. So good is coming too frequent, so it is not deciding word. it is common word, it is occurring everywhere. So boys and girls should give more weightage. So let us create factor. So we have three features: good, boy and girls. Sentence one having 110, 100. So here what is happening? Good and boy both are getting same significance. Those we know that boy is more significant compared to the good, because good is too frequent one. That is common things that we cannot do. Sentence with no semantic importance of good and bad keywords are there. Okay. Now another technique that to avoid this problem, to get the semantic meaning of this one, we are going for term frequency and inverse frequency or document. So there is two formula by which you can calculate the term frequency and inverse document frequency. Term frequency is number of particular word in a sentence, like good boy, good word, upon total number of words in the sentence. So if you see that bag of words is there, how many words are there? Good and 2. Good is coming one by time and boy is coming on. So probability is 1 by 2, 1 by 2. In sentence 2, good is coming 1 by 2, boy is coming 1 by 2, girl is 0. Similarly, in sentence 2, good is coming 1 by 2, 0 is here 1 by 2, and here 1 by 3, 1. Now this is term frequency, and now I will multiply term frequency with inverse document frequency. And how will calculate the inverse document frequency? The formula is number of sentences. How many sentences? 3. And number of sentences containing the words. How many sentences containing good? 3. 3 upon 3 is 1. So what is happening? Number of sentences containing the word or number. So if it is in all sentence that word is coming, so log 1 will become 0. So that word will give least importance because that is common word, like good. 3 upon 3 is becoming 2, but 2 upon 3 upon 2, 2 upon 3, I am giving more weightage. Okay, and then I'm multiplying this one. So you will see the here, sentence 1, which word is getting more important? Boy. Sentence 2, girls, and sentence 3, boys and girls. Now we are not getting unnecessary going. So this is how you have prepared bag of word using term frequency, inverse document frequency way. Okay. So you can have binary bag of words where you are using some bigram, some unigram and single words, again bigram model. Okay, with the probability. Now I'm coming on the last thing, and that is with this I will finish. So what ambiguity, why it is making challenge? Like you can see that I will take one red tab holds the new bridge. So there is bridge constructed and there is replace the red tab on the bottom, so it is able to save the bridge. Or another thing is that bureaucracy is there and it has stopped the construction of new bridge. So red tape is related to Lal Fita Sahi, that is stop the working of this one. Okay, so this kind of ambiguity, same sentence can have multiple meanings. Like juvenile cold try to shooting dependent. Juvenile is under 18 people and the cold try to kill him and cold try to defend. Okay, so this kind of ambiguity is there. Now, why natural language is difficult to understand? First, due to non-standard English, we are using @ hashtag, emojis, all the things. We are using new words which is not English word, unfriendly, retrievable, and wrong segmentation, like New York, and New York is segmented wrongly. New is separate and New York is same. So it is becoming different. Okay. With this, I will close here and I will open the question answering session here. Okay. Other things also, why what is making it challenge, that also I can discuss. These are like we are using nowadays these kind of linguists. Linguistic people know that language grow with the gender. LOL, laugh out loud. These short forms, go to go, bye for now, bye for now. So these words are making difficult to the language people to understand the things. Okay. Apart from there, you can have like these things. You have images as well as some text is written and some different language. If you open Google Translate, it can segment into long sentence because we don't know the decision boundary into this one. So you can have carefully slide. This is okay, but if you like split first two section together, second section together, you can have multiple options. It is making quite impossible. Out-of-stitch tagging also, some sentence can have multiple out-of-stitch tagging. This is also a synthetic analysis in which you have same words can have multiple meaning. Semantic structure, you can have multiple parsing trees. Dependency parsing, where I need to associate these one. So these are the challenges labeling on this one. So with this, I will finish here my talk and I will open for question answer. These are the references books written by Daniel Jureprai, Introduction to Natural Language Processing, Computational Linguistic People. Python words also you can do. Okay, so with this, I will finish here and I will open for question answering. If you have any question answering, you can ask here. Okay, so, yeah. You can write in chat box also for question answer. Okay, any question?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Here is Raghavendra Kumar, sir.
So question, sir. Is there any question?
No, sir. Any question from the participant end?
Sir.
Any question from the participant? Sir, there is no any question.
Yes, sir. There is no question, sir. So we'll
Okay.
finish, sir. Huh?
Yes, sir. So,
Okay,
sir, thank you for your sessions. Like we completed today first session with Dr. Vijay Bhaskar Semban. He is working as assistant professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, MA NIT Bhopal, and for his valuable talk on introduction to NLP. And it's very useful if you are talking about like AI, because NLP is also one of the part of the AI. And sir very clearly covers all the things about like how we are going to use the tokenization concept, because tokenization is also one of the part of the NLP. And for that, I really very thankful to you, sir. And I also like thankful to AICT Atal communities and JIT University authorities and faculty and all the participants. Okay, thank you all. And it's kind request to all the participants, kindly on your camera. All the participants, Vijay sir also, please on your camera. And sir, please stop sharing. Sir,
Okay, sir.
Vijay sir.
Okay, sir. I'll stop seeing. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for your nice
Thank you, sir.
and informative talk.
Yes.
So we will start the next session at sharp 10:40. So it's kind request to all the participants kindly join at 10:30 or 10:35. Okay, because the second speaker for today is Dr. Devi Prasad Dogra. He is from IIT Bhubaneswar. So please don't miss that particular talk.